Howdy folks, how you been? You been okay? I've been pretty well too. You may recall that in my last episode, Smeldon stole a diamond from me. I realized that I'd been having an incredibly lucky streak, but he kind of made me grumpy because what that jerk did was he waited until I turned off the recording. I had to pause for a minute to go do something, and when I came back, he said, "Oh, I'm just going to stay on and smelt. I'm not doing anything." But what he did was, as soon as I left, he saw the diamonds that I was sitting in front of, ran over, and stole them from me. Now, he only got one before his pick broke, which I consider myself lucky in that regard, but he still stole diamonds, so I'm going to get him. I'm going to get him good. What I'm going to do is, you'll see behind me I built this hunting shack. You might notice I'm in my hunting leathers, and over there is a mysterious brick hole in a cliffside. Well, that is Eldon's punishment. I put out a request for people to tell me what I should do to him as punishment, and the only one that came back happened to be my brother. He said, launch him from a cannon. But I'm not just launching him from any cannon. This is a special cannon, and I will show you what it does in just a second. Alright, let's get off this thing here. Yoop. Let's go into our specialized hunting lodge. Now, you may have already guessed, this is for hunting only one game. The most dangerous game. Smeldon. We need a bow for that. We need some arrows. One more arrows than that. I could really do with killing me some Smeldon today. Yeah, that's better. Alright. I'll probably eat up. Oops. Nom, nom, nom. That's good stuff. I loves me some steak. Actually, in all reality, I don't like steak that much unless it's been stripped and cooked in with a bunch of vegetables. But that's just me. I know a lot of people can't like, or don't like anything better than a big old hunk of beef. Beef. Anyway, now, we're not here to kill cows today, or even that sheep down there. We're here to kill Smeldon. Let's see. Now, one thing you might not know before I continue is that I purchased Eldon his account. And there are a couple of rules that came on with that. One is that I can log on as him. I hear a zombie. One is that I can log on as him anytime that I like, and I can use him for cameras when I'm recording and stuff. The other condition is, if I tell him to push a button or a lever, he has to do it. So those are the two conditions, and I'm using one of them today, which is I can log on without him. So, I've already got everything set up here. This is my auto-loading Smeldon Skeet cannon. Here goes. Pull! Ow. Dang. I missed. Reload. Pull! Oh. I missed again. Okay, well, let's reload. Pull! I said pull. Wow, this is really hard. I spent the last 2 days figuring out how to do this, and in my spare time, and I've been doing this for most of the day. Ever since I got it figured out. This is really hard because he comes out at a different angle every time, and as he falls, he speeds up. So, pull. Oh, I think we're spent. You're supposed to get 9 shots out of it. Let's try again. Pull. Must have just been a misfire. Okay, one more time, just for fun, then we'll go look at how it works. Pull. Oh, he died. You know, it's been working like a clockwork here up until I start recording. I want one more shot. I've only hit him twice, and I've probably done this 30 times. Oh, dang it. Alright, well, let's go pick up his armor. I don't want to waste it. I'll go pick up his armor and, there we go. Yeah, this is all reusable here. I've been doing this for hours now, and I've only hit him twice. This is really hard, and I'm actually a pretty good shot with a bow. And this has been giving me a heck of a time. It's just the angle and the changing speed. It's really hard to lead your shot. Almost like shooting real skeet, except it's not, frankly, as easy. I've shot real skeet. Real live skeet. What does a skeet look like? It looks like a piece of clay, like a frisbee. But in this case, it looks like Smeldon. And I just can't hit the stinking thing. Let's go up real quick and have a look at it, and then when we're done with that, I'll pop over into Creative and show you what I came up with there. The funny thing is, I was really sleepy when I built this, and I've never used dispensers to put on armor before, so it was a little tricky. And then after I spent all this time in my sleepy head putting this together, I finally got it exactly how I want it. And then I went into Creative the next day and realized there's a much simpler way. But we'll go take a look at them, all of them anyway, because they're two very different ways, and they could be useful for other things than auto-loading Smeldon Skeet cannons. What we've got here is, we come over here, and you bring your Eldon over here, and you sleep in this bed as soon as night falls. Then, you load up. Let's see what we've got in here. We're almost out anyway. You load up all of your chest pieces. Uh-oh, I lost two. I keep losing them, I don't know how. And your boots. Anyway, I think you get the idea. And then you come down here and you load up your pants. Somewhere we lost two of them. And helmets. I bet those were the ones where he died. That's weird. Anyway, you load those up. Then, shoot and enjoy. Ooh, it's nighttime. You better get out. And all I've got are my hunting leathers on, so I don't want to get creeped. I'll probably get killed. Ooh. Then, you load Eldon. You click respawn on your laptop right next to you, and away he goes. Pull. Ah. Okay, one more time, just because we can. Pull. Got him! I'm sorry. You jerk, you can have your diamond. I'm going to load you up and kill you every time I want. I don't care if you've got 30 levels on you or not. Oh! Dang. Let's try that again. Yeah, Jim fell from a high place too. Oh! Skeleton! Skeleton! Oh no, no, don't kill me! Ow! Ow! Eat bow! My arrows. But I got that sucker. I got him good. Okay, well I'm going to finish cleaning this up, then I'll pop over into Creative and we'll have a look at how I built it. Hi folks, here we are in my Creative world to take a look at the inner workings of the Smeldon Skeet shooter. This is the basis of it, and though I did develop a more streamlined version after I got some sleep and I was no longer sleep deprived and mildly brain damaged, I think this has other applications beyond the Smeldon Skeet shooter. For example, let's say you've gone someplace particularly dangerous, you knew you were going, and you wanted to be able to pop back and get your stuff before it despawned. You might sleep on top of a few of these because you can fit, 3 dispensers per unit, and then you can do 2 or 3 units to get all the armor, weapons, and potions you need. But let's take a real quick look at how it works. This is it. You got 3 blocks, dispenser and a piston, pressure plate, repeater, piece of redstone. So the repeater puts a little delay on the piston so you can be sure you get your items before you get shoved off. So you hop out of bed, you plop here, get your stuff, and you're gone. Just that quick. Do that 3 times, you can get 9 items into you, and that includes all of your armor, sword, bow, and a couple of potions. This is the actual Skeet shooter that I made for Smeldon in my non-creative world. It's also pretty simple, but as you can see, it's kind of cumbersome. The idea here is that you need non-spawnable blocks surrounding the bed, just like this. And then, you could use solid stone. I used glass. You'll notice there's a stone block underneath so that I can only spawn right here. It pushes you down here. You get 3 pieces of armor, which drops you down here. You get a piece of armor, and one addition that I made that I will be making to the Skeet shooter in my non-creative world, it also gives you a bow and a single arrow, so that when you're launched off of here, you can take a shot at whoever is shooting you. Double the fun. Now, while I think this is really cool as a sort of like Iron Man auto armor machine, it's not as good as it could be for the Smeldon Skeet shooter. But for fun anyway, just because I think it looks cool, we'll run through it real quick. Alright, here we go. Yeah, it jams about 1 time in 20, so that's another reason that I would switch to the more simplified version. And that's it. You draw your bow, you get launched by the cannon. Yep, and that's all there is to it. Now we're going to run through the other one, so I'm going to take this iron off. As you can see, I've already done it a couple of times. Get that out of there and this. Now, anybody who has any more questions about this, like how the cannon works, I think a lot of people already know the mechanics behind TNT and water and redstone and stuff. So if you would like to know, let me know. I'll make a video. Otherwise, we'll just leave it as that. Alright, now here's the streamlined version I made once my brain was functioning properly. Same deal with the glass and the bed. The difference here is that the water just pushes you over some pressure plates. And with this setup, it's much more compact. You've got this versus that giant vertical monster over there. Additionally, you've got hoppers. So I can put items in here and it will drop them down here. So now I can, not only fit the 9 helmets in here, I can get an additional 5, so you get 14 shots out of this. And if you put more hoppers on top of that, you can extend it 5 at a time until you can fire this thing hundreds of times without stopping, if you want to spend that much iron in armor or whatnot. I guess in creative mode it doesn't matter, but I like to play where I have to mine my resources, and I frankly would not want to use that much iron. 14 shots is enough for me. So, how does it work? Pretty much the same way. You drop your water in here, and instead of running 8 spaces to drop you under a pressure plate, it also runs over these. You'll notice it doesn't right now, but to fix that, you drop a block, the water runs out, break the block, and it stays there. The reason you need to have this drop is because if you don't, you won't be low enough to trigger the pressure plates when you fall off the bed. Now, we'll run through this too, just to see what that looks like. Here we go. Armor, armor. There you go. Armored, ready to go, just that quick. Alright folks, that was fun, and if you guys like what you saw, if you have any modifications you'd like me to make, if you build it yourself and you want to show me, I would love to hear from you. I really appreciate all the comments I've been getting from, both of my subscribers. It makes it easier to do this, makes it a lot more fun for me. So if you leave the comments, I always appreciate it, even if I don't necessarily answer. I'm definitely going to read it. Hey, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.